So here I am, minding my own business, working on my next couple videos for the channel, when out of nowhere, our friendly neighborhood data miner Laisul goes and posts some interesting things on the old Twitter machine. Now what did they post and what did I find interesting? Well, we could say Laisul was letting us peek behind the proverbial door of unused content for Multiverses, and I didn't know if everyone's seen this or not, so let's make a video out of this. Let's see what people think about this stuff. So question for all of the viewers, of course you haven't seen any of it yet, but the question is, which of these, if any, and again you'll see all of it, but which of any of these would you like to see actually changed once Multiversus comes back? So without further ado, here is unused content piece number 1. So we're gonna start with some old concept for Batman and his down air move. Now, just as a heads up for anybody, all of this stuff is apparently scrapped workings, but Laisul was able to get this to work in game, so it's kind of cool to see this. But all of this should be scrapped concepts and everything, so it's not like this is going to be new stuff for Multiverses, although maybe, you never know, we could get surprised. But again, just a heads up, this is all apparently scrapped content. So up first is Batman's down air, which as you can see, Batman kind of does this well, kind of the same thing that he does now, but he has a little bit more of a slam on the ground with his arms and hands. I think, again, these aren't fully, you know, finished animations and everything, but it looks like he does the down kick and then he also kind of slams into the ground as well, so there's like a second effect to it, so it's kind of cool. It's a little bit different. What do you think? Any Batman players out there? Could you imagine Batman doing his down air, you know, the kick downwards, and as he comes down and makes contact with the ground? I don't know if this would work if he makes contact with an opponent in the air, but if he at least makes contact with the ground, he does like an extra slamming motion. Would that be kind of cool? Would that help Batman out at all? What do you guys think? Any Batman fans out there? Next couple of things have to do with the Iron Giant. So up first, Laisul tells us there seems to have been some other Iron Giant jabs that were in the works. So here is the first one, and the first one, it's kind of just like a 2-punch, and then it's the sit down effect. So it's like a big ol', I don't know, cross right hook and then a left hook, and then Iron Giant comes down and tries to sit on you. I don't know, is that one better than the what is the jab right now? Is that the multiple car hits? Is that the one that I'm thinking of, or is that forward? It's been a little while, but what do you guys think about this? This one actually doesn't work, or I think it works pretty well. I don't know why this one was changed, but at least this was in the files and we got to see this. It's kind of cool. I actually don't mind this one. I really don't mind this one. And the second of 2 jabs is this one right here, where Iron Giant pulls out that iron beam, iron bar, whatever you want to call that, the iron structure, whatever it is, but he pulls it out from the ground and then he does the little headbutt towards it. So it's kind of interesting. I don't think I like this one nearly as much, but I can kind of see the evolution that the jab went through. You know, in a way, it kind of combines these 2 unused ones and makes them into one. So that's kind of cool to see. But if you could change either one of these, I think I'd go with the first one. But again, as a note, as a heads up, Laisul again does say these are old and likely scrapped. So don't get any, you know, don't get too happy about possible changes, because again, they seem to be old and likely scrapped. Next up, we got one more thing for the Iron Giant here. So Laisul here tells us the Iron Giant originally had a move that was similar to Shaggy's up tilt, which is just kind of like a swing of the fist. As you can see, it's like from the way you're looking at it, that'd be like from like 9 to 3 motion on a clock. Again, very similar to what Shaggy does, and apparently it did 10 damage as well. So it's quick, it's to the point, but I don't know. Did they take this out because the hitbox was too big? You know, like Iron Giant's a big character and he's swinging that massive arm everywhere. So I know it's a very quick attack. So I don't know. It'd be interesting though, be able to launch your opponent up in the air with this a little bit and then kind of follow up with that. I don't know. This could be kind of an interesting one, but it seems to be scrapped for the time being. Next up is for Gizmo. Yeah, that's right. Gizmo's got a little something here, but the only thing we know is this was apparently an aerial side special. So what does it do? Well, pretty simple. it looks like he kind of like very, very weakly does like this little lawn dart kind of effect. Just kind of like leans to the side and kind of like, I don't know, extends his body a little bit. The ears get enlarged and stuff. So, I mean, he kind of shoots himself forward a little bit. So, I mean, it is what it is. I don't know if this would be great on Gizmo. I don't play Gizmo. I think I didn't play him after the first 2 weeks that he was out. He just wasn't my type of character, which is fine. He could still stay on the roster, but, you know, I'm not a Gizmo professional. But anybody that does play Gizmo, would this move have actually been helpful for him? Let me know in the comments. Moving on to a superhero, or anti-hero, I guess, Black Adam. So, fun fact here, Black Adam's original up special, the one where he just kind of like flies straight up and you can have a little bit of control, it was actually different, which I guess is why we're showing it in the unused content video for you guys today. So here's how it worked. Black Adam actually did like this, still kind of this fly straight up motion, but it was more of a, he could also grab the opponent if they were in range, and then he just slaps them back down to the ground. This one, I think they should change it. I would love if they change this, because I play Black Adam a little bit more than other characters, and when you're flying around and you have no way of protecting yourself while you're flying, sure, you can cancel out of it, but like if I'm trying to fly up and there's somebody right above me, it would be so nice for Black Adam just to be able to grab somebody and smack them back down to the, you know, like get back down there, whoosh, you know, like, yes, I supply my own sound effects, but I like this one. I think this would be a really cool one to change, you know, if they want to. PFG, if you're watching this, change this back to how it originally was, like we just showed. Moving on to Steven Universe. Laisul here tells us, fun fact, Steven was originally planned to have some sort of projectile that automatically bubbles the enemy if in proximity. So it's very similar in function to Rick's polymorph attack. Now this one is weird, and I'm not talking about the animation because this is clearly an unfinished animation. I mean, look at this dude, look at that. I actually kind of want this to be the real animation. I want this move to now be in the game and this to be the actual animation. I mean, just look at him, dude. You know how many you would scare off your opponent? You would just win by pulling off this move once or twice. Your opponent would be dumbfounded the first time you try to pull this off, and then you do it again, and then the opponent goes, oh my god, I just seen what I seen, and they would run straight off the edge, and Steven would have 100% win rate if that happens. And let's finish things off with good old Harley Quinn. That's right, Harley had a different move. Now this one is kind of strange, but let's see what everyone thinks here. So Laisul says, fun fact. Oh, by the way, there's no video for this one. It's just a photo. So it's all Laisul could get at the moment, but hey, it's better than nothing. But Laisul here does say, fun fact, it seems that Harley was originally planned to have some sort of smoke mechanic / attack, which threw Harley into the air and then threw out the smoke, whatever it was, down below her, and the smoke would damage opponents by 8 if doing the move on an opponent. And the smoke actually lasted for about 7 seconds. So if I'm reading that correctly, it damages opponents by 8. So if the opponent stands, it's kind of like Piranha Plant's Poison Cloud in Smash Bros. A little bit, except the damage might not rack up that fast. But if it does 8 damage and the cloud lasts for 7 seconds, what is 8 times 7? Isn't that 56? I'm pretty sure. So 56 damage if the opponent happens to stay in the cloud the entire time. Yeah, that's a pretty big, that's a lot of damage actually, but again, 7 seconds is a long time on the battlefield, so you might be able to get the opponent in there for maybe 2, maybe 3 seconds, 4 if you can stun them long enough or something, but yeah, Harley's got those type of combos, right? But either way, that's just some unused content that our data miner friend has been able to, well, share with us, so I thought that's pretty cool. But either way, that is all for today's video. Should have another one. Actually, I'm working on 3 videos right now. Hoping at least one more sometime by the end of the week, and then, well, probably 2 more for next week, I think, but you know, 1 video at a time. But either way, that is going to be it for this one. As always, going back to the first question of the video, which of any of these, if any of these, would you like to see actually replaced once Multiversus comes back? I gotta go with the Black Adam one myself, because I play Black Adam more than any of the characters that were shown in this, so I'd like him to be able to fly up, and if somebody's close enough, grab him and smack him back down. I think that would be a fun one, but that's just me. Let me know what you guys got. That is it for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed as always, and I guess I'll see ya when I'm looking at ya.